Hello, this is James Wall with an impromptu video review of the Samsung Galaxy Note. I just switched a couple months ago from the iPhone 4, so I'll be loosely comparing this device to the iPhone 4. But this new Galaxy Note is better as far as the specs are concerned in pretty much every way, so it's not the most even comparison, but that's okay. I'm going to talk mostly about the hardware of the device and my experiences thus far, but I will talk about the iPhone 4 a little bit. First of all, feels great in your hands. It's gigantic. It's the biggest phone on the market. If you don't know the Galaxy Note here, I left my MacBook Pro here. This is the 13-inch MacBook Pro for size comparison. If you can't tell from my hand, I don't have that small hands. I'm a small dude, but yeah, the phone's gigantic. People are calling it a phablet, like a phone tablet. It's kind of fun, I guess. It's my fabulous phablet. The power button is on the right here for like your thumb, if you're a righty like me, which is a must basically, because if it was on the top, it would be a pain in the butt to try to click it like the iPhone 4 was. Especially me, I like to hook my pinky under it for like added. Because like God forbid I drop the phone, so I couldn't really. It would be tough to get up there. This is the phone with the stylus, if you don't know. Has a little button on it, and okay, yeah, like I was saying, it feels great in your hands. It's very thin. It's probably just about as thin as the iPhone 4. Yeah, I think that's reasonable to say. And I mean, it feels a little cheap. There's like a little bit of plasticky feel to it. As far as like, I feel like it's as good as it could get with still feeling a little plasticky. I mean, I think the iPhones kind of have a pretty untouchable design and build quality, but I think some of the HTC phones kind of can rival that. But I don't think when you're still building out of plastic and it doesn't have that nice rubbery, that black kind of HTC like rubbery, grippy feel, then I don't think you're going to really compare with the iPhone. But I actually would say that this it has a really good build. Like I said, it's got a little cheap. Like the stylus is also this very cheap kind of plasticky stuff. Let's see if I can get a. It's like this like, so that's not metal. It's like this silvery, plasticky kind of almost metal. And same with the sides. Like this bevel, I don't think is real metal. It's like a coating, but I don't mind it. It doesn't bug me, But that is like the actuality. So I was saying the buttons on the left, the volumes on the volumes on the left. There's just the port on the top and the microphone. Now, when it's on speakerphone, I noticed it wants the top speaker, which may be the same as the iPhone. I'm not sure. And then there's one on the bottom as well, which is the normal one, I think. The USB port has been nice. I thought that might be a little difficult. Like most of my friends were on iPhones, so I thought maybe if I was without my charger that I'd have trouble finding a friend's charger, but that hasn't really been the case. It's kind of been just about the same. I guess I have a couple buddies on Android now too. So let's talk about the cameras. The sensor in this is 8 megapixels, if I'm not mistaken, which is the same as the iPhone 4. But the iPhone 4 is back illuminated, and this is not. So what that equates to is the iPhone 4 takes really nice pictures in low light. This has been taking pretty good pictures, might be a stretch in the dark, but when I see them on the screen, there's like a pixelation in the darkness. But when I upload it to my computer, I actually don't see the pixelation. So it's just on the device that I see that, which is weird. It's like they're compressing the pictures just to view on the thing, or maybe it's a firmware problem with the screen. I really don't know. But as long as the actual picture doesn't really contain the pixelation, then I guess I don't really care. But I would like to see the pictures without the pixelation. That's just one of my little gripes. So like I was saying, the back, the camera's not quite as good as the iPhone 4. So the iPhone's got the best cameras. You can't. That's pretty undeniable. I'd say. It's got to be back illuminated. That's what I live by. The speakers on the back, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why they keep doing this type of stuff with these devices. Like the iPhone has the speakers on the bottom. I mean, I think the bottom is probably better than the back, but I don't understand why it's. I guess it's maybe more difficult than I think to put the speakers on the front, But that seems pretty reasonable to me. Like that's where they should be for sure. But okay, the camera is this camera is better than the iPhone 4's though. The front camera. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2 megapixels, and it takes fantastic pictures. Actually, I was really surprised because I started getting a little disappointed with the back's camera because I'm coming from the iPhone 4, which just has a fantastic sensor. And then I took a couple pictures with the front, and I said, wow, this takes really nice pictures from the front, which is nice because sometimes you want to long arm it, as a friend says, hang out your arm and take a picture of yourself and a buddy or something. What else is there? The stylus is actually really, it's really responsive with the stylus. It's great to have a device to write on, and it's great having a device with a gigantic screen. I mean, this screen doesn't have the pixel density of the iPhone 4, but it's a fantastic screen nonetheless. And I'm used to it. I don't necessarily think I need a device with, the Retina display. That was just always an added bonus. Just as with this, having a stylus is kind of an added bonus, just like a fun thing. Sometimes I like to make little lists, or if I need to make notes, or you can really draw with this thing. And I said I would talk about the software, but the writing app is pretty fantastic. It's called S-Memo, and you can import PNG files off the internet, or GIF files that have like transparent pixels, which like will equate to just like a cutout of like a giraffe or something, and like an animal. It looks like a sticker, and you can kind of place these things into a drawing, which is really fantastic too. That about covers it for the Samsung Galaxy Note. In my mind, absolutely beats the iPhone 4, and I was nervous about switching to Android from iOS, but it's been pretty seamless, and there's really nothing to worry about. So if you're considering buying this phone, I would recommend it. I consider myself a tech guy, and I think about a lot of these things, and I do like this device better. It does fit in your pocket. A lot of people think it's like going to be ridiculously big and not fit in your pocket, but it does, and it can be a little unruly sometimes. I gotta admit that. Like if I'm going, if I was like the other day, I was skateboarding and I really feel it in my pocket. Thankfully I have a sweatshirt that has a pocket on the chest, and I put it in the chest pocket, so that I don't feel it against my leg. But that's really about it. If I'm just walking around normal and stuff, it doesn't bug me. And for everything else, having a bigger screen is just fantastic. As if someone else in one of the other reviews said, there's just no going back, and I agree. Okay, Samsung Galaxy Note. This is James Woll signing off.